Yo, welcome back to Blazy B, where I'm blazing on B. And okay, part two, Guatemala. First, we had Arcatenango, that volcano rocked my world. Second, we get off this mountain and we get back to the hostel. We have 4 hours to kick it. We end up going to dinner with some Dutchies and a chick from DC. Super dope, and then took the night bus to Flores. So that is up north, way up north. So Guatemala is a weird shaped country. And we flew into Guatemala City, went straight to Antigua, like from the airport. And then took this night bus way up north, probably like 11, 12 hour bus ride. Left at 6:30 p.m., got there at like 7 a.m. With some stops along the way. Very cozy, comfy, awesome. Shared a taxi with some rando chicks to the hostel. Awesome. And it's like right off of the mainland in the middle of the lake, and it has a bridge road that goes in and out, but like this little island is just in the middle of this lake, and it's a town, and it's so cute. And it's, yeah, it's like colorful and short and adorable, white trim, all the things. So we had a dope hostel there, Los Amigos. That was very dope place. Good food, crazy, awesome, like restaurant. It was called the Secret Garden. And yeah, we had a great private room as well, and we were able to get in early. So yeah, everything just really worked out well. And through that hostel, so we like, went around Flores, we watched the sunset, we, walked the whole little island. Very small, very easy to walk and weave around in. But it like goes up on a hill. So you don't want to like make your way all the way up. You just kind of want to stay at the perimeter of the island. Um, and yeah. Oh my god, it was crazy. And so, booking through the hostel, we went on a tour of Tikal. So those are the Mayan ruins. So that's what I wanted to do. The Mayan ruins. I watch a lot of cartoon TV. I also lived in a neighborhood called El Dorado. So of course we watched The Road to El Dorado all the time. And like all those type of things. I like that type of history. I ruins are cool. Just like imagining life back in the day. Also, these structures are big and they are purposeful and very like mindfully made. And so, anyways, Mayan ruins. We book it through the hostel. We get picked up. We go. We take this bus. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We end up going. The smallest group. So there's two groups. You either go in English or you go in Spanish. The smallest group is where we wanted to go. We had a tiny group in the Spanish group. So we only had like five other people or like six other people, and then me and Dallas. So that was awesome. We kind of had like a awesome little tour. So we walked around this entire village, I guess, and all these pyramids and the way they're built. And you go to the big one and you can do the same clapping thing like you can in Chichen Itza and other Mayan temples. And when you clap, you get the verbiage back, the reverb, and it sounds like a Quetzal bird. It's their national bird, it's their currency, everything's a Quetzal. And it sounds like that with the clap. And I guess just like every Mayan temple is built with like 91 stairs, I guess. And like, how are they thinking of this back in the day? Like, they're like, okay, the more we put up, the like the crazy sound it does, and like we could get up to a Quetzal like sound. I don't know. It blew my mind. Those type of things, and the carvings and the way they were telling the story about like the sacrifices. They'd never sacrifice like a poor person. Like you were always a person of nobility. Like you live to want to die for the gods, right? And that visual and like people's heads on plates, and it's like that's the biggest honor you can ever have, is that type of sacrifice, things like that, and how tall these pyramids and temples were. It was so fucking cool. It was Very cool. And Dallas and I did like this twirl twick, twirl trick that we learned off Instagram. And and we were trying to do it everywhere. So we did it in the ruins and we did it in front of like the jaguar pyramid jaguar. So that was totally wild. These structures are so tall. They're also very, very, very steep. So we walked around this entire thing. We saw some monkeys. We saw these like maripaches. It's not a raccoon, but it's like an anteater raccoon looking thing with a tall twirly tail. It's an interesting creature. They're so cute. We saw a ton of them. Like the whole fam bam was out. Like, whoa. Yeah, we saw a tarantula. We got rained on a little bit. Yeah, different types of things. But I was honestly we were kind of shocked at like how much nature is lacking. Like I feel like, in Costa Rica, you're just pumped full of monkeys in these types of areas. Like just like pumped full. Here we saw like two, three. Okay, but not that many. I mean, these little guys, the little anteater looking guys, we saw a ton of those. But it was just like even birds, it wasn't like a whole ecosystem going nuts. So, and we went in the morning time. Like we got there at 6 a.m. when they open. So I don't know. It was interesting to compare that epic views, epic, epic, epic. And you can like climb up to these pyramids and like climb up to the top. Whew, we got some steps in that day. And that was post this Akatanango hike. So we were feeling it in the thighs, in the inner thigh, and the butt big time. Holy freaking A. My whole body, I was waddling, especially up these stairs. It was rough. And coming down. Oh man, the body was feeling it. But Tikal was super duper dope. Like, highly recommend the Mayan ruins. It was just really cool. Really, really cool. And you see all these structures and they've been preserved. And this stone is just sturdy as hell. Like, I can only imagine, like, in the depths of the night, there's just some jaguar chilling on the top of this pyramid, vibing. King of the jungle. But yeah, highly recommend. Go to Mayan ruins up in Flores. Interesting place. Oh, we also did this dinner. Shout out to Hannah. She told us to go to this place. And it was actually across the street from our hostel, which was great. And it's an Italian place. The guy's name is Bernie. And you go in, you sit down, you claim a table, and then you wait. And then he comes to you and he asks you what you like. And then you tell him. And like he'll ask you like salad, meat, fish, like these are your options. Or, pasta, things like that. So you start with like a base, whatever. All this stuff. He just writes it down. Okay. You have no idea what you're getting. And then a little bit later, you're watching the kitchen and you see these guys just reading his notes and you get a dish. And mine was really good. It was like a cheesy chicken, a pasta. Oh, it was very good. Dallas got some crazy white fish with some like passion fruit, like very like woo pucker sauce, but delicious and spicy. Ooh, it was very, very, very good. So I enjoyed my time on that island, but the Tikal, I mean, so freaking dope.